welcome to Olympus, the regional reality show. My name is Keely, or we could better be well known as Talks on Olympus. So, my show is split into three separate categories. The first category you're seeing today is godly gossip. Godly gossip is about gods, their stories, not retellings, but like basic information of these gods that we're going to go into these stories, myths, and retellings into with. So, you'll find out more about the Greek gods, and all of their information and stuff in these 5 episodes. Then we're going to go to my next section, Takes Were Made. These are all about myths that I love myself and a lot of other people love. And then the last 5 episodes is Gods Get a Reboot. And these are all about retellings that we all love. So, let's get on to the show. Hi, my name is Keely.
I'm Lily. I'm Juliet.
And this is Godly Gossip. So today we're talking about the twin gods of Olympus, Artemis and Apollo. So these two are the sun and moon gods, as you guys know. So one of my friends were calling them Apollo because they don't want their real name out there. Funnily enough, they are nothing like the sun. So they're the children of Zeus, but they're not the children of Hera. Instead, Leto, she is a Titan. She was the Titan goddess thing of motherhood, childbirth, and modesty. And Hera hated the fact that Zeus cheated on her once again.
Just leave him at that point.
You think she would at a point, but instead she's like, no, I'm just gonna stay with him.
It makes sense. She's literally the god of marriage.
Yeah, but at this point you would expect her to go, yeah, he's continuously cheating on me.
I mean, it's also ancient Greece.
Yeah, it's ancient Greece.
Divorce isn't very popular.
Yeah, no. The main thing she hated was that Leto was pregnant with Zeus's children, so there would be more bastard children. So she punished Leto instead for not Zeus, because again, this is Greek mythology and ancient Greece. So the punishment is that Leto couldn't ever give birth while on Gaia's land. Gaia is the Titan of the earth. Leto stumbled upon this floating island of Delos. Since it was a floating island, she could finally give birth to Apollo and Artemis. Apollo! So he has many domains, like so many. He's kind of an overachiever in that fact. Some of them are the sun, archery, arts, good health, and athleticism. He has so many domains because he was so popular and his cults were widespread and appealing. Like, I don't know how to explain it, but it's kind of like Christianity now. It's kind of appealing. He was a bit of a player. Had so many lovers, including male and female.
Bisexuality queen.
You mean king?
No, I mean
where were we? His most famous of his lover is the nymph Daphne. Her story is so sad, man. Apollo loved her so much, but she did not want to do anything with this man, so she called Gaia, as we talked about before.
Lilliput did not want to be turned into a flower.
She turned into a flower, actually. She turned into a laurel plant.
A lot of his lovers turned into flowers. It's
Yeah,
kind
no.
of a running theme.
Yeah.
Got a nerd.
Okay, so a lot of the gods have sacred items or sacred animals, plants, and places. That's what it is. These sacred objects or things are what ancient Greeks believed that are representations of them, of the gods. Some of the Apollo's sacred animals were the wolf, the raven, and a dolphin.
Overachiever.
I tell you, this man had so much. His sacred plant.
Widespread, so of course he had a lot.
Leave some for the rest of us, though. Like,
No, it was like Artemis has so little things compared to Apollo. We'll get to it. His sacred plant is the aforementioned laurel tree, which Daphne turned into. And his many sacred symbols, but his most famous ones are the bow and arrow and the lyre. That's what it's called. Myths are a big part of Greek mythology. It's kind of in the name. And Apollo, like all the other gods, is a part of many of them. He is part of one of the most famous myths in all of Greek mythology, the Iliad. In some retellings of the myths, he is the one that blessed Paris to shoot the arrow through Achilles' heel because he was mad. Greek mythology again. The gods are bitter.
Yeah, they don't like it when you say no to them. They do whatever it takes to make it to where you either A, can't, or die for doing so.
Yeah, his birth is also a big myth, but we've already covered that one, so. Time for one of my favorites, Artemis! So, she is the goddess of the hunt, wilderness, and wild animals. Unlike her brother, she does not have many domains. She's kind of, again, Apollo took a lot of domains.
He stole from her.
Also, they're both the protectors of young children. Artemis is the protector of young women, like before marriage age, and Apollo's men before marriage age. But marriage age
Is young.
is young in Greek mythology.
It's like 12 or 13, so.
Yeah, no. Her other domains are the moon and young girls, like I told. She's one of the 3 virgin goddesses. The other 2 of these goddesses are Athena and Hestia. What a virgin goddess is when a goddess is a virgin and has no children. Kind of self-explanatory. In some retellings of myths, Artemis gets around the virgin goddess rule by not getting with men instead of women.
Ooh.
Lesbian.
Get it, girl.
Those women are being the hunters she was around during these times.
I love it when people say, "Gee, the gay fan is so new." It really isn't. These
Greek
these
mythology
are
is
very
right.
old. These are very old.
Like-
Like, have many queer stories.
They're very-
Hello, Hyacinth. That's Apollo, but still.
Yeah, the twins are very gay, and I love them.
They're queer.
Okay, due to Artemis being a virgin goddess, she does not have many lovers, but one that is commonly named her lover is Orion. This is where the trigger warning comes up, so you just want to skip forward. I'll put a timestamp on the video and to tell you like when to skip to if you don't want to hear about trigger warnings. But there's some debate about her either being in love with him or she killed him because he tried to rape her. The story was a hunter who was extremely good at hunting. In most retellings, they're good friends but never lovers. Again, in most retellings, Orion did something to mess up Artemis, either saying like he would hunt every animal. Again, she's the protector of all wild animals. Go across her boundaries, which again, it's not anything new to have boundaries, or even try to rape her. So she protected and killed her.
He killed her. She killed her.
Yeah. And then Zeus made
Murder
him into a
Murderous
That he
queen.
could forever change the 12 maiden girls that he was harassing before Zeus turned them into constellations too. I learned that in astronomy.
Murderous queen.
She only has one sacred animal because she's normal. And that's a deer. Even though these animals are sacred, all of her animals were sacred because, again, wild protector. The deer was the most sacred to Artemis. Her sacred plants are, this is where she is the overachiever in twins. The cypress tree, the amaranth tree, the asphodel tree, and the palm tree.
Amaranth is the best. I love it so much. This is something else entirely. I really like amaranth.
The funniest thing is, why the palm tree?
Palm.
It's not a Apollo thing.
Don't touch palm trees. Those spiders and rats.
Yeah, like-
they can't look. Maybe because it does protect some wild animals, like rats and spiders and everything. They'll go and burrow into palm trees and hide there to protect themselves. So, and which is why a lot of times people have to like nowadays nowadays people trim palm trees because animals will hide in there.
Yeah, so maybe that's our palm tree.
It could be there's just a lot of the bigger trees around Greece.
Yeah, that's also true. I forgot about Greece.
I forgot Greece is coastal. I don't know why.
Yeah, Greece.
Oh, yeah, it is.
Greece has beaches, so it has palm trees.
Yeah,
So
I
everything
forgot
about
it was
Greece is
coastal.
that is
A few moments later.
All the
my jokes.
are scripted, yes.
I'm scripted.
Okay, so her sacred symbols are the bow and arrow, like her brother, a quiver, hunting knives, the deer, and the cypress. After recording, Keely, it's actually a cypress, and it's a type of tree. She doesn't not have as many secret things as her brother, due to her not having as much popularity.
She was a lady.
Yeah, it's Greek.
Have a vagina. You're not popular.
Yeah.
She was a lady and not Aphrodite.
We're not on that. She's in many myths as well, but the most famous myth is the myth of Niobe. Niobe is boasted that she was better than the twins' mother. The twins' mother, whose name
Leto.
is Leto. Remember that? I put the name in and then it disappeared, so we're doing great. Leto the twins were very pissed off, so in punishment they killed all her children.
Murderous queens.
In the final way after the massacre was done, she was turned into a rock.
You don't get the flower, you get a rock.
Yeah, no, she gets a rock.
Deserved.
Hold up, my script just. Orion is another famous myth she's in as well. So they're basically, these twins are the two sides of the same coin. They represent Earth, nature, sun, and moon. Like, opposites attract. And that was Godly Gossip. Next episode is Aphrodite.